guys, thanks for joining me on Pottery. My name is Sarah, and I love doing kiln openings for you guys, share what I learned and all the fun stuff and all the bad stuff too. So let's get into it. I wasn't super thrilled with this kiln opening. I don't know why. I had some fails. Well, to start off, it was a hot cone 6. I don't think I've got my cone with me, but it was, I would think, almost a 7. So it was really hot. I did a bunch of testing with ancient copper, so I knew that it needed hot. And I also did a natural cool. So this was a different firing schedule than I usually use. And I had some drippy messes as a result of that hotter firing. But anyways, I'm gonna start with the good stuff, and then if you wanna move on with your day, you can. And then I'll show the meh stuff at the end. So this was fun. This was really fun. This is Satin Matte White by Amico. And I did 3 coats. I did it to the halfway mark. And then I did Speckled Grapple. It's a stroke and coat by Mako. Then I did 2 coats of Speckled Grapple. And then I did 1 coat of light flux. That's what that white band is here. It wasn't a thick coat, but I just wanted a little bit of movement. And then I did 1 more coat of Speckled Grapple over that. Then the inside is Smoky Merlot, poured inside, and then I poured it out. And then 1 coat of Chun Plum. I've never really, I've had those 2 glazes, and yeah, so I decided to do some testing. This is kind of a test kiln. There we go. So that's cute. I like that one. Very purpley. Okay, so let's do this one. So this one, this one has good potential, but it was a runny mess. You can see it kissed the shelf right there. So this, I did alabaster, 2 coats all over. Then I did 1 coat of winter wood right in the center, like a center strip. And if I took a picture, I'll put it up here. Winter wood, and then I did Norse blue on the bottom. Then, and I had Norse blue overlapping the winter wood just a little bit. Then I did Fairy Rose on the top, overlapping the winter wood just a little bit. Then I did a Power Turquoise stripe at the bottom of the Norse blue, just a little bit, not a lot. I just wanted a little extra color of Power Turquoise on the bottom of the Norse blue. And then I did a Raspberry Mist on the top, like the top rim, just below the rim. So I may try that again with a cooler kiln, cooler firing schedule. This is Raspberry Mist on the inside. Okay. So I'm doing a market, my first market in November, and I wanted to do a few things for pets. And I was thinking, you know, I love all of these fun, crazy colors. So I thought maybe I should like do some toned down stuff for people. Not everybody loves all the color. So I made this dog dish. I threw it on the wheel. This is Dunes, Mako Dunes on the outside. And that's pretty cool. It's almost like a pebble finish. And I did a water dish. Now I've got a little dog. You guys, I don't know if you've seen my little dachshund Daisy. So this obviously wouldn't be for a large dog. But these are good for dogs who you don't want their ears to get wet when they drink. So that's Dunes. And the inside is Midnight Run by Amico. Really pretty. And Dunes. Nice. Okay. Now, back to the winter wood. So this one, I don't love how, the pattern that I did, but whatever, some people like it. So this is alabaster, 2 coats, inside and out. So that solid color right there is alabaster. And then I did winter wood, 1 coat, outside and inside, all over. Then I did dabs of fairy rose. That's the pink that you're seeing here, fairy rose. I did Norse blue and powdered turquoise. So I'm not sure, the Norse blue, I don't know if that's the darker blue there that you're seeing. I think I put the powdered turquoise over the Norse blue. It kind of looks like a dessert, doesn't it? It looks like a yummy dessert. There we go. Pretty. That inside is pretty cool too. It's like a drippy yummies. Okie dokie. This is my continuing saga with textured turquoise. So this is Honey Flux. I did 3 coats on the bottom, 2 coats on the top. And then I did 3 coats of textured turquoise. I did 2 and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get the brown. I'm not gonna get the brown. So I did another one. And I think it would look good with a cooler firing schedule because and that's not a problem. I'll grind it. There's a little foot there, so I'll just grind that off. And it's okay. The inside is pretty. So that's my liner, the Coyote white liner glaze that I just pour it in and pour it out. And then textured turquoise. And probably a little bit of honey flux in there as well on the rim. But that's pretty. I may do a decal, an overglazed decal on that to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. Okay, this one came out really fun. This is Honey Flux times 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Then I did Smoky Merlot, Chun Plum, Smoky Merlot, Chun Plum. And I think it was Nat at Mud Magic. I think she did that alternating, instead of just doing like 2 Smoky Merlot, 2 Chun Plum, she alternated. And that came out really pretty. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, this piece is really fun. So I've got this little area over by the sofa and I put my coffee there on the coffee table, but then I've got just a few extra little things that I keep there, like my glasses and whatnot, and the coffee table is really small. So I wanted a thing that goes on the wall that I could put some items. So I hand built this. So when I was at Aldi, that center aisle, for anyone who goes to Aldi, you know that center aisle, like it gets you every time. This was on clearance and it was a cutting board. So it was a wood cutting board and I pressed it into a slab and made this little shelf. So I glazed the bottom I didn't glaze the back side. Cut a hole, and it's gonna hang on the wall, like that. So I can put my things in and it'll look nice. Yeah, so I like that. Came out really nice. It's flat. The glaze is Spectrum speckled, oh, what is it? Spectrum speckled white, satin matte speckled. Spectrum though. And it's got just the tiniest bit of speckles. So I like that. We have kind of a mid-century house, so I tend to have that kind of decor. What next? So I believe it was the last kiln opening. I had this bowl and I had textured turquoise. I don't exactly remember what I had on it, but I ended up, this is crazy, I ended up putting obsidian in the middle because I just wanted to start over. I was like, I don't like it. I'm going to start completely from scratch. But I only did, I think, 1 coat of obsidian, and whatever, it reacted to whatever I did before. So there's no way I can replicate it. No way. And then I did ancient copper on the rim, thinking it would turn coppery, but it didn't. But it's, I mean, I don't know. The outside was snow. Let me hide my face. So there you go. The outside was snow. And then that's the ancient copper that just kind of like melted in. I mean, that's kind of stunning. I'm not a brown person, but that's really pretty. And then that, I mean, wow. I don't know what it did, but woo-wee, that's pretty. It's a little bit of a wonky bowl, but it's hand built, so I guess that's okay if it's hand built. Let's see. Okay, so the copper. I started pottery after they discontinued the ancient copper, so I kind of felt left out. So I bought the new one when it came out, and I've been testing and trying, and I haven't been able to get that crystally bloom yet. So that's why I kind of like went all in on this kiln load to try to get the ancient copper. So this is a pretty mug. I was trying to go for a little bit more masculine, but whoa, I don't want to touch it because I'll cut myself. That dripped. Look at that. And no, I don't have advancer shelves. So yeah. So this is satin matte black on the bottom and then ancient copper on the top. And I did 4 coats of ancient copper. So I don't know what happened here, why that ran so much. I thought the satin matte would stop it. It just, I don't know, it reacted. But that's got some potential. I just don't know how to do it without it running all over the place. But that's really pretty. So I'll clean it up and see. This may be my husband's new mug. Kind of cool. Okay. The next, let's just stick with the ancient copper. The next one is ancient copper and winterwood. So I did alabaster ×2 on the bottom, winterwood ×1 on the bottom. Then I did 4 coats of ancient copper at the top, and I did a flux, light flux, where they met just a little bit, just to get this melt right here. So the ancient copper isn't quite as shiny as the other one, which, you know, I don't know why. This one ran too. Look at that. That's my kiln shelf right there. Good times. But I should be able to grind it off. That looks like a dessert also. That's the inside. You see? All right. This is also alabaster, 2 coats, winter wood, 1 coat, light flux on the rim. And then, ready? Whoa, look at that. And that's ancient copper, 4 coats. And when I was just stunned by the copper, but then I noticed there's some pinholes right there. Right there. So I don't know. I may try to refire it. I don't know how ancient copper does being refired, and it kind of has a spot missing right there. So I'll add another coat of something and refire it and see how it does. So I have copper float. That's what I had been using before I got the new ancient copper. And I made these cute, I mean, I think they're cute, fall plates. I pressed in, I gotta hide my face. I pressed in little wood, I don't know what they're used for. I got them at a craft store. I pressed them into the clay. And so this is copper float. And then I dipped it in that liner, white liner glaze. So those came out cute. I'll be making more of those. So the copper float got some of those crystals, which is nice. I probably would do a second coat, or a second dip, I should say, next time. But those are really cute. So I only did 3 because I wasn't quite sure how they would turn out. But they're like cute little appetizer plates that you can have for Thanksgiving. This, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I did. This was a refire that I ended up putting another coat of ancient copper on it and threw it in. So I'm not sure what this blue is, but the ancient copper came out really nice. Okay. This was also a refire. The bottom was Georgie's Seafoam that I just did another coat. So kind of beachy, but that came out nice. It covered it. Next, so this, one second. Okay, so this one, I decided to try to do a single fire. So this was dipped in green when it was in the greenware stage, in the copper float. And it obviously didn't absorb enough to get the crystallization. And then I dipped it in Jess's Chun Blue, and then in Clayscape's Cream. It kind of did something weird up here. It's all soft, but I don't know what that's about. So I may re-dip or re-glaze and refire it. I don't know, I may leave it, I don't know. It's okay. It's not my style, but my son really loved it, so maybe somebody would like it. This was also a refire from the last one. I just added a coat of Cirrus Flow because it had, I think it had sea spray, opulent sea spray in it, and it crawled. So I just did Cirrus Flow, which is in the same family as Honey Flux, and it melted really nice. However, during this fire, it cracked. It didn't go all the way through. So this will be like my popcorn bowl, maybe. I don't know. Okay, this was done. I made a video on how I hand built this along with another one that I made. I don't have it nearby. This came out really cute. These are Amico celadons. So I used jade, marigold, and tangelo celadons, and just kind of alternated the areas that I put. And then I waxed it, and then I put the, what is this? This is the satin matte speckled glaze, and it's on Dark Star by Kentucky Mudworks. So that's why it has so many more speckles. But that's cute, I like that. Some iced coffee in a fall mug, not mug, sipper, whatever we call those. Okay, I made a couple more little flower frogs. They go on top. This is a narrow jar, but they go on top of like a little mason jar or a vase and holds your flowers in place. And I believe I wiped this back. I put turquoise underglaze and royal blue underglaze, wiped it back. And then I did, I believe this is jade celadon, and then I added some seaweed to the edges. Here's another one that I made. And this is just satin matte white by Amico. Cute. So this was kind of fun. I need to refire it though. I wanted to be able to make this little spoon rest. So like when it's laying flat, it looks like a splatter. And my kids chose red. So this is Red Wagon by Opulence. And I need to add another coat. Definitely need to add another coat. But that's kind of fun when you put a wooden spoon on your stove and it looks like you made a mess. Kind of cute. Okay. I made a few more surfboard ornaments. So I used the turquoise underglaze, wiped it back, did a stripe here. I dipped this bottom in my liner glaze, the white, and then I dipped the top in Jess's Chun. And you can get Jess's Chun at Clayscapes, and it's a dipping pouring glaze. This one I did with, what did I do? Spring green and cosmic tea dust, but it obviously dripped. Okay, the last one I'll show you of this is Catalina Crackle. So I had gotten just like a small 1 pound dipping glaze off of Glaze Queen. That's really pretty. Can you see? Really pretty. I like that one. And then I did another test with the Catalina Crackle. These are just little flowers that I make. I plan on putting little spikes in there so they can sit in the garden. That's kind of pretty. I made another one. Again, this is Red Wagon and Cosmic Tea Dust. So it'll sit like that, and the water will collect for the butterflies and the bees. Okay, so another ornament. I'll bet you guys know what movie that came from. That's our favorite movie come Christmas time. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's just so silly and so stupid, and we just laugh. Anyways, so starting with Christmas stuff, I made 4 of these plates. The goal was for them to look like gingerbread. And they're just like little dessert plates, appetizer plates. They're on Kentucky Mudworks Speckled Turtle. And I used stroke and coats. Actually, first I used the white engobe and wiped it back. Then I used the stroke and coats, different colors of stroke and coats, to just add the little pops of color. And then I did a clear coat, and it was, I believe, Mako zinc free clear. Those are kind of cute. Each one's just a little bit different. I did the stroke and coat on the side. So I made 4 of those. I need to make a few more. I don't know, how many do people end up buying? Like I would guess somebody would want to buy more than just one. So do you do like sell them in sets of 4, sell them in sets of 8? Like, I don't know. Okay, so continuing with the gingerbread, and I wasn't super happy with this. I don't love the blue. I used Sky Celadon inside the windows, and I think I ruined it a little bit. I may try to refire. I don't know. I may leave it. I don't know. So these were fun to make. They're hand built with speckled turtle. And then I watered down some clay bits that I have of Iceman. And then I put them in a piping bag. So I have previous experience doing cake decorating. So a lot of my knowledge from hand building is from making cakes. And so I used the piping bag and I just piped the slip on to make it look like frosting. But I really don't like that blue. I may put some stroke and coat, like a watered down white. I don't know. What do I do? The little thumbprint in the bottom. That's cute. I just don't like the windows. But maybe it's not that bad. You know when you have an image in your head, what you think it should look like, and it comes out different, you're disappointed? But maybe it'll be fine, I don't know. So here's another one. And this one dripped, and I'm not sure why. This was stroke and coat, and I waxed it before I put clear over it. But I did the same thing. It was so fun putting the frosting on it. It really was really cute, really fun. And each one is just a bit different. So I think I'm getting to the end. This I had made, this wasn't in this kiln opening, but I wanted to show you guys what I did. And I may dive a little bit deeper into more that's like this. This was fun. So this was using cobalt oxide, watered down a lot, like a lot, and then a clear over the top. And then I just used under glazes on here, and we put our coffee spoon and like the coffee packets on here each morning. So let me know if you'd like to see me do like a little tutorial on how I did that. And I have a couple more that I almost forgot. So this, I had seen a glaze combination. I don't know what it was, but it was such a beautiful, deep, rich, like burgundy red. And it had some floating aspects to it, little swirls. So I tried to attempt my own, and this was quite a fail. I can't tell if it's because it fired so hot that some of the colors burned out. It's like that was like 2 or 3 coats of whatever color I used, and it just burnt out. So I don't know, I may try to try it again in a cone 5. So I did deep fire brick times 3. In each color, I just swirled it like around the mug, just whoosh, all around. So deep fire brick, 3 coats. Red wine, which is a Pottery Supply House color, and I did 3 coats of that. And then I did red shimmer, and I did 1 thick coat of red shimmer. And then I did sangria, 2 coats. So I think the sangria is what you're seeing, the pinky color, the floating, but everything else just bleh. So I'll refire and see what I get. But if anybody has a really deep, rich red color, let me know. But that was a fail. And then this was a fail. This, I saw a beautiful cup that was, it was cobalt on the bottom and then ancient copper on the top. It was so beautiful. So this is my attempt. Really not good. And it dripped. So this was Spectrum Cobalt on the bottom and ancient copper, 4 coats on the top. Okay, so anyways, thank you for joining me, and I hope you got some inspiration. I've got a lot of fun stuff lined up, especially with fall and Christmas coming up. So it should be fun. Anyways, thank you so much. Like and subscribe. It really does help. And thank you all. All right, see you next time. Bye.